right, good morning, everybody. Happy Motivation Monday, the week of open enrollment here. This is Trainer Nick. It does not matter how slowly you go, as long as you do not stop, right? And I felt that quote from Confucius is so great here during open enrollment, because open enrollment, you don't know when your customer is looking for insurance, right? They could be looking on Saturday and Sunday. They can be looking late at night after work. They could be looking early morning before work. But customers are looking around the clock, and so that's one of those ones where you just got to keep going here. Don't stop, and be consistent, and the sales are just going to be flowing through here. And so I want to show you some ways to kind of help with that here with today's training. So let's dive right in here, guys. Happy Motivation Monday. So this week we'll go over some tips of the week. We'll go over the sales shout-outs for last week, the sales leaders. I'm going to hit you guys with open enrollment with Coverage Builder. So jump into Quotit a little bit there and show you guys a little fun way to make some extra money there. And then quick survey at the end, all the information there. So first tip of the week, guys, is NatGen short term. There's a new state. It's available in Illinois now. But the more important thing, the really fun thing that we want to highlight on this is now they're offering network options for your customers to choose. So in a lot of states there, at the top two levels of the plan, the short-term enhanced, and then the copay the copay enhanced, and then just the regular enhanced. Those ones now have either Cigna, or you can keep with the Aetna network that was on there before. So the customer can choose now, giving kind of some options there. So that's really exciting. We're stoked about that. So your customer is now going to have even more options in building that perfect plan for themselves there. Really exciting. Make sure you guys are aware of that. And looking at that for your clients to find the best doctors in network and everything for them there. The other thing, November 1st is in 4 days, if you did not know, right? So open enrollment is right around the corner here, guys. This is where you want to be making sure everything is in line, right? Your carrier appointments should already have been submitted, especially with all your ACA stuff. Make sure that you've got everything signed and submitted that you need to as a broker as far as contracting is concerned. Make sure that any systems that you're going to be using, any portals for carrier websites that you're going to be using, that you are familiar with that flow. What's that going to look like for you? What's it going to look like for your customers, right? So create yourself in those environments. Treat yourself as a customer. See what is going to happen so that you can be the expert and the professional for your clients, okay? These questions always come up during open enrollment. Get ahead of the curve there, right? All right, so sales leaders for last week. Guys, I think with the new NatGen short-term offerings, it just kind of blew everything out the water, right? They are far and above. I mean, we're selling way more of NatGen than anything else right now, and it's not close right now. So NatGen for short-term really coming through. I think the market's responding well just to the more options that are being provided out there with it. Foundation Health, Plan Enhancer, and then for critical illness, even dental, guys. I mean, it looks like that's just the way we're going. It might also just be the ease of use, just using one system to get all that done. But NatGen's coming through really heavy with everybody. The sales leaders in short term, Katya, Jacob Gordon, and Bill Cox. So names I've seen a lot there. Congrats, guys. For limited med, we had Katya and Brett Matos. So great job there, guys. And then accident, Cody Randazzo and Andrew Orlikoff. So a lot of names I've seen a lot of. Obviously, ramping up for open enrollment. We're ready to go here. So exciting times, guys. Obviously, everybody's probably running around and everything. It's fun, though, right? That energy and everything. So here's the last thing, guys. We're going to jump into open enrollment with Coverage Builder in here, right? So let me kind of get that going for you guys. You're going to go to, obviously, the login that you would go for normally to get into Coverage Builder. You can go to quotit.net, enter your login. and you jump right in to the account here, okay? So the thing that I want to highlight for us in this training is really going to be the ePro part of the quoting that you have available to you here, okay? So when you go into the settings here, guys, there's a link that we want to go over, and it's the ePro quoting link. And you'll see, so these ePro consumer quoting links. And so if you click one of these, what's going to happen is you're going to have these links for different types of insurance that you may or may not sell. What I want to show you is this short-term health one, and then we're going to actually create some rules around the link to make this a tool that you can actually send out to customers, where customers can then run quotes on their own and even enroll, and you'll get credit for it attached to your profile as long as you're using your coverage builder account here. So this link here is what we would be utilizing for our short-term health. If I click this magnifying glass, it'll take us right to it. And as it loads up, this is what your customer would receive. So this link can be embedded on a website if you have your own website. This link could be embedded in the signature of your email. This link can be utilized just to email out to customers. You can text message it to people. This link you can put kind of anywhere, right? And this link, this is where your customer would come, and it's a quoting engine. So your customer could enter their zip code here, right? They're looking for an individual plan, a senior plan, or a child-only plan, right? So we're going to go individual because most of our clients, we're looking at this under 65 market here. And this is the flow that your customer is going to receive, okay? So if you sent this link out, or if you had this, maybe you put it behind a YouTube video right at the end. Hey, click here if you'd like to get insurance, if that's the route that you are going. Now, we've had a lot of reports of this engine going a little bit slower this week, obviously, with open enrollment. That's going to happen sometimes when you've got a lot of people using the same thing at once. So just be prepared for that. Be aware of it. You know, unfortunately, kicking and screaming is not going to make it go any faster. Just know all of us are in here at the same time, and so it is going a little bit slower. I'm going to ignore the, let me see. Let's see if it continues to go here. So when your customer is coming into the enrollment platform, this is going to put short-term insurance products in front of them, okay, for them to see. What we want to show you is how to also put other rules behind this short-term, and I'll do this while this is loading to see if it actually gets through. So if we come back into the settings, guys, and if you come into the ePro web report layout, what this is going to do is this is going to allow you to create rules around this quoting link that you're going to send to customers. So yeah, it looks like it's just lagging out right now. So I'll at least show the settings. So when we're going into the settings, you're going to have the shopping cart turned on. Make sure that that's on, and that's going to get you kind of that Amazon feel, right? Where you've got the whole shopping cart on the right side over here. You're actually able to choose color schemes for your customers, right? So the buttons that they're going to see, if you put this link on a website, those color schemes will really come into play, right? Where if I change this to blue and I want the button to be green, or I want the button to be red, you can tie it into a theme if you've got that going and you're going to embed this on a website. The big thing that we want to come down to is product tab 4 right here, the rules, okay? And this is where you've got this short-term health rule right here, right? This is going to help us if we are utilizing that short-term link, right? We can actually say, hey, any customer that runs a short-term quote, I also want them to receive a quote for dental insurance, fixed indemnity insurance, cancer, critical illness, accident, right? So I already have all these rules created. Yours at default, they won't all be turned on. So you want to come in here and you want to come to edit on the short-term rule, and you want to turn on all of these other products so that while your customer can be running a quote on their own, you want to make sure that they're getting every option that's available to them, right? So we see, if initially quoting short-term health, I would like to offer these other products, okay? And then you save that rule. That's the big thing we want to do, guys. And when you save those settings, now when you're sending that link out to your customers, this ePro quoting link, now this is how you're going to be making money all on your own, while your customers have the freedom to kind of make those choices on their own as well, right? And so again, you can be sending these out as quotes, kind of anything like that to let the customer look on their own. So that's what we wanted to show this week for the ePro, kind of how to have Quotit help you make a little bit extra money here. Obviously be checking to make sure the link's going, but it's a great way for you guys to make a little bit extra money there, right? So utilize those links. Again, those are in the settings, and then they're under the ePro consumer quoting links. And then utilize the tools in the ePro web report layout to make that experience and guide what that experience looks like for your customer, okay? The last thing is information entry page fields. This is just to require what information your customers have to enter. So you can say, hey, I want their first name required, their phone number and their email needs to be required, right? And so this is ways that you can capture certain information at that first screen after they enter the zip code. You can also exclude things, right? If you just click these a few times, I don't need to get the city because I'm going to get the zip code, right? And so you can exclude those and just say, I want your first name, email, and phone number required. If you give me your last name, perfect. And that's changing the experience for your customer, right? So just some of those tools that are available for you in there, guys. Make sure that you're utilizing these, and good luck this open enrollment, guys. Let me go ahead and get the last slide up for you guys here. If there's any questions, comments, concerns, guys, go ahead and email training@ahcpsales.com. You can also call agency services at 877-228-8773. This is Trainer Nick checking out, guys. Good luck this open enrollment. I know it's a lot of good energy out there right now. I'm excited. Make sure you're prepared for it, guys. Go out there and kill it. Have a great week, and we'll see you soon.